Hello everyone, I am Kaustubh Sharma, AWS Certified Solution Architect and Developer. This is going to be a very special video as I am going to explain about cloud computing and its basic concept to my friend and colleague Milka, and she is totally new to cloud and DevOps concept. So if you also don't know anything about cloud or DevOps, literally have zero knowledge about it, or even IT industry in general, I can make you sure that if you watch the complete video, you will have the complete understanding of all the concepts like what is cloud computing from very scratch, its fundamental service offering along with the basic cloud concept like scalability, agility, fault tolerance, elasticity, disaster recovery, etc. If you don't understand anything from the video, I suggest you to move on with the video as some of the doubts I have cleared in the later part of the video. Till the end of the video, you will definitely have full knowledge about what is cloud computing and what are the benefits it is providing and what are these terms I am talking about like agility, scalability and all these and the differences between all these terms. Even after the completion of the video, if you still have any doubts or you want to appreciate the video or give any type of feedback, you can comment below. I will definitely try to reply and solve your doubts as soon as possible. You can also directly connect me on the LinkedIn and join our LinkedIn community as well. I am also available on Telegram as well. All community links are available in the description. You can check that as well. Also, AWS is back with its official vouchers on which I already made a detailed video. You can check that out on my channel. Also, if you are interested in learning DevOps tools like Terraform and Kubernetes, then subscribe to my channel. So without any further delay, let's get started and take a quick introduction from my friend Milka Therese. Hi Milka.
Yeah, Kaustubh. Hi all, I am Milka Teres. I am working as a application development analyst at Accenture. I have experience in PHP and Vue. I want to upskill to the cloud, so that's why I am attending this course. I am very much excited to learn this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same here.
yeah.
Same here. So I guess without any further delay, we can start. We will learn about cloud computing. You might already know, but just it's a small overview of cloud computing. Okay.
Okay.
And if anybody has want to learn more about it, then I will provide the link in the description. I have already video on that, and you can see that in the I button as well. So let's see the overview of cloud computing. So you know what is cloud computing?
Like, I don't know.
Okay, no problem. So I'm giving here the small overview of that. So, so you can understand cloud computing is nothing. Basically, if you go to the past, like we have a big data centers earlier for the companies. Just like I have opened a company, so earlier I used to have maintain a rack of servers, rack of databases. I have to physically maintain that, right? But nowadays we don't want to do that because it will cost you a lot of money to maintain that. I have to provide 24 by electricity, right? Just like my website, you can take an example that my website is running on a computer, right? So to make sure my website is available 24/7 to public, I have to make that PC run 24/7. So for that, I have to provide it an electricity. I have to provide an internet connection to that, so everybody can access that, and it should able to accept that load as well. That many people are accessing that website at a single time, so it should be able to use it, right?
Yeah.
So what cloud computing does, it provided all those services over the internet, means on the rent basis. Rent basis in the technical term, we call it as pay as you go pricing. Okay. So whatever you are using, you are paying for that only. It is providing 4 types of services there. First is computing power, means it can provide you the servers such as Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Just like if I want a Windows computer, right? I want to host my website on Windows computer. So first, before if I don't want to use the cloud, then I have to physically buy a Windows PC, and then I have to wait for. First, I have to order it. Then I have to wait for the delivery. Then it will come. Then I have to set up it. Then I have to install my web application on it. Then my website will be available to the public. But in case of cloud, what I will request to the cloud service provider, in our case it's Azure or AWS, whatever. So I will request Azure that provide me a computer. So in just a minute or two, they will provision on their database. Okay.
Okay.
And they just give me a smaller section that you can use it freely. So it will be available to me over the internet. Means they will just give me a connection to that computer on a rent, you can say. On rent, I get that computer, which is actually there in the Microsoft database or Amazon database. Okay.
We will be able to use like without buying that.
Yeah, without buying that. We are just paying for the time which we are using. Okay.
Okay.
And as soon as my work is done, I can just close the connection and they won't charge for me that. Okay.
Okay.
But in case of physical buying, I already pay upfront for that. So it will be there at my home. Anyway, means later stage I decided that I don't want to continue this website. But anyway, I already buy that server, right? That server means base server is basically a high computing power PC, you can say. So I already buy that. So my money is already wasted, right? So even I don't want to continue my website or not, my money is gone. So that is the benefit of cloud computing.
Okay.
So you got it. Similarly, it provides the storage service as well. Earlier, I have to buy the physical hard disks, pen drives, and all to capture the storage. But now I can request the cloud, just like we have the Google Photos on the cloud, Google Drive we have, OneDrive we have, right? Where we can remotely store on the cloud, right? So these are the benefit. These are the cloud services only: OneDrive, Google Drive, and all. Okay, where we are remotely storing our files. Okay, and the third fundamental service is networking. So it can provide you connection between multiple devices or multiple components between your cloud environment as well as on the company network itself or outside to the public as well. Okay, so you can connect with anything. It is no restriction. Okay. And it also provides the analytics as a service, means it will automatically visualize your data. AI and machine learning services are all available, and data analytics service.
Visualization means in what perspective?
What?
Visualization means?
Visualization means just like you are getting a bunch of requests, right? So you want to track that, just like I host an web application on my server. So I want to see that how many requests are coming daily. So it can easily track and give you on a graph that on 28th of March you get two requests on your website. On the next day it will get 200, and next day it again come down to 100. So you don't need to track that. You can just enable the analytics services there, and it will automatically track. It will provide you that benefit. Okay. So these are the four fundamental services which cloud computing provides: computing power, storage, networking, and analytics. Yes. So I hope you get some idea about what the cloud computing is actually doing. Basically, it's just providing you the infrastructure over the internet on the pay-you basis. Okay. Yeah. So now we need to understand the cloud concept. Here I only write in a single line, but we need to understand in a very deep manner. So I have a specialized blog for it. So let me open that. So first term we need to understand is scalability. Okay. Now try to focus on these topics. Now this is a main which can come in the examination as well. Okay. So scalability is what? It is a manual increasing decreasing of resources to meet the desired workload or the predictable workload. So let me explain you what is actually doing. Just like you have a website on a server. Okay. You have provision. You have taken a server from the Azure cloud. Okay. You are hosting a website on it. So suppose that website is a Flipkart website or e-commerce website. I should not take it. Suppose that website is an e-commerce website. So and now Deepavali sale is coming. Okay. So on Deepavali sale, definitely the people are approaching that website very fast, right? More people will approach that website on any type of sale, right? So
Yeah.
so means load is increasing on that server, right? So to maintain that load, that I know that whenever sale will come, it requires more load. So it requires more CPU. Otherwise, that PC got hang, that website will crash, right?
Yes.
You might have heard in your means college website, whenever result came, it got crashed, or any type of result came, because many people are approaching at the same time.
Yeah.
So why they crash? Because they are not scalable website.
Yes.
So cloud what provide? Cloud provide a ability to scale. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So you got it.
Yes. Yes.
So there are two type of scaling. One is the vertical scaling, and second is horizontal scaling. Let's first talk about the horizontal scaling. Okay.
Okay.
So whenever you are adding more compute power, means CPU or the RAM, you are adding to your VM or server, then what you are doing, you are scaling up the server. Okay.
Okay.
Whenever someone, your manager say that to scale up the instances or the VM, it means in Amazon terms, the virtual machines or the servers are known as instances, EC2 instances basically. And in term of Azure, we call it VMs, virtual machines. Okay.
Okay.
So whenever you are increasing the power of your computer, right, CPU or RAM, then you are scaling up actually.
Okay.
And scaling down means it is very clear by its name that we are reducing the CPU or memory, because after the Diwali sale, now we don't require that CPU, right? Whatever I have increased the compute power, I don't require it, because now people are not coming, that many people are not coming to that website, right? So I don't want to pay extra to cloud provider, right?
Yeah.
I want to pay only for what I am using, for what actually I am using, or people are using, my website is using, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it should be able to scale down also.
Yeah.
So that's so these are the vertical scaling when we are adding the power, compute power. So is in the vertical terms it's up down only now, right? So yeah, so scaling up means adding computing power, and scaling down means reducing the compute power. Now the horizontal scaling is scaling in and scaling out. So scaling in means we are adding the virtual machine, means we are adding more virtual machine to increase to support that workload.
Okay.
And scaling out means we are reducing the virtual machine. So now have you got confused between these two? Means here also we are getting adding the compute power and
Yes. I got confused.
yeah. So for that, let me give an example. Have you played any game?
Yes.
Means do you know about PUBG and all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Suppose I don't have that much capable smartphone. I have a very low smart feature phone I have, but I want to play a PUBG. Okay. So what I will do, I will take advantage of cloud computing. I will tell Azure that provide me a computer which is of a means suppose I take a 4 GB of RAM. Okay. 4 GB provide me a 4 GB computer. I want to do that. I want to play PUBG on it. But suppose PUBG is can be run on 8 GB computer only. Okay. So for what will that PUBG cannot run on 4 GB, right? I want to increase the computing power of that PC, right? So on that same PC, I am increasing the RAM 4 GB to 8 GB, right?
Yeah. Yes.
This is because I am using only one application, right? And I want to use that because it requires more resources. But suppose you have multiple applications, right? I want to play, means I want to play this as well and that as well at the same time. So I require two PC for that.
Okay.
So here I am adding the VM, means I am increasing the number of PCs here and here I am increasing the power of single PC. Okay.
Okay.
You got my point. Means here I have one PC. I am increasing the power. Means
Yeah.
4 GB to 16 GB, then 32 GB, right?
Yeah.
But
Here we increase the power. Yeah.
yeah, and here we are increasing the number actually.
Number of systems.
Yeah, so that's why it is an horizontal scaling. You are adding the number,
Oh.
and
Oh.
you are I mean, in the case of vertical
Oh, I
scaling, you are
got now.
increasing the power,
Yeah. I got now.
but
Yeah.
of the same PC, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, means it's just an example, but I hope you got to understand.
Yes. Now I got.
Yeah. Now you can tell now what is scalability.
Yeah. Like we
So
are just
yeah.
increasing or decreasing. Like means we will have two kind of scaling: vertical scaling and horizontal scaling. If we are increasing the compute power, then if we are increasing or decreasing compute power, that will be in the vertical scaling. And if we are increasing the number of virtual machines, that will be in the horizontal. So like we will call like horizontal scaling. It is like according to the workload. We are using the compute power and virtual machines.
Right.
Yeah.
So if there is a means in case I have a single application, right, and it requires more means it requires a lot of resources. So what I will do for that application, I will scale it up, right? Means adding virtual machine to it will not help me, right? I want to play a game, so I have to play it in one PC only, that PUBG. I cannot split means even if I take 4 GBs of 16 computer, it won't help me to run that PUBG, right? It will only help me when I have a single PC of 8 GB, right?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, means need to add the compute power, you are telling.
Yes. But in some cases, I may need to have multiple computers to support my applications, right? So for that, we need to scale it. So these are the
scaling.
yeah. So these are the terminologies which you need. So up and down in the vertical terms, in and out for the horizontal terms, and vertical for the adding of the computation power, that is CPU or RAM, and horizontal means adding the it's like a number. Yeah
Numbers. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Because learn this immediately, because I have in the last we have a question also, so we have a quiz for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So next term is elasticity. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's basically an ability to automatically do that whatever scaling we are doing above, means just like means automatically adding this compute power, automatically adding the virtual machine whenever any increase is load. Just like I give you an example of Deepavali sale, right? If the solution is able to read that whenever any people are started logging, so it will started increasing the my virtual machines, or it is started increasing my CPU or RAM. Okay. It will automatically start. Anyway, I have an example, so maybe I will explain it. But basically, elasticity is just like a automatic scalability. Here it's a manual, means manually we are increasing it. Okay. Means here it's scalability is for the long term planning. Okay. So when you know that there will be an increase, okay.
Yeah.
So for that I know that this is going to be happen. So I already make my solution scalable, that add this power.
Okay.
Means I am manually doing that. Okay. But
means in the case of scalability.
Yeah, scalability we are
We
manually
will manually doing, and in the case of elasticity, it will automatically like when we automatically scaling.
Yes. I will give you example down below. No worries.
Okay.
So it will be helpful for us whenever the resource fluctuating up and down at a specific time interval, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mostly all cloud service provided this elasticity feature. And there is an important note about this, that it is not practical to use when you are required to maintain the heavy load.
Okay.
Okay, why? Because auto scaling will take time. I will explain in this example, then you will be more clear that what I am.
Okay.
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 So in this example of elasticity, just like you can take any example, and video site is there, just like YouTube. Okay.
Okay.
That website is not popular as much of YouTube, and it is running on a single machine. Okay.
Okay.
And it is providing services to all web users. Okay.
Okay.
Suddenly a viral video came on that website, and that website became popular. Okay.
Okay.
Just like you can take an example of TikTok. Before
Yeah.
it was very unpopular, and it was able to run from the single machine. But
Okay.
suddenly somehow it got viral. Okay.
Yes.
Then many people are approaching it, right?
Yes. Yes.
If it's like a flash crowding is happening.
Yeah.
So now it is not able to support all the users.
Yeah.
So based on the number, the web users are attending it. It will, if your solution is elastic enough, then it will automatically, as people are coming soon, it will start increasing its computing power. Okay, or it will start the increasing the number of VM.
Okay.
Okay, so now it is raised it to the 10 machine, right? Just like now, whatever crowd we have, means number of users we have, it requires 10 machines to to fulfill that requirement. Okay, to work it properly function.
Like
So
okay.
yeah, so an elastic system will automatically detect this and provision 9 additional machine to it. So
Okay.
so what actually it is doing? Can you tell me? It is scaling up, scaling down, or scaling in, or scaling out? Means
It is horizontal scaling,
yes.
scaling in.
Yeah, correct. You are right. Because we are actually adding the virtual machines, right?
Yeah.
So, but it is doing automatically. So it is,
Yeah.
yeah, elasticity will come.
System is added.
Yeah, yeah. Now the system has added the 9 additional machines to the cloud, to our solution. So now all users are able to use that website very easily. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's not hanging, and they are not getting any issues.
Yes. Yes.
But after that which video got viral, it becomes stable, and now people are not watching that. Now another trend which is not there on that website. Okay. So
Okay.
now that website become unpopular again. So now that 10 machines are not useful for me, right? Only single machine can be used.
Yeah.
So it should be automatically decrease by C, means it is reacting to the number of users. Okay.
Okay.
So it is not like that always depend on number of users. It will depend on various conditions. Okay. You can depend on other condition as well. But based on a condition, it is detecting that condition, and it is increasing its power, or it is adding the virtual machines, right?
Yeah.
So if system is able to do it automatically, then you can say that solution is elastic enough. Okay.
Okay.
That has the ability to elastic. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So now you understand the term elasticity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we are manually adding the computing power, because I know I require 8 GB of RAM to play that PUBG. But here in this case of website, I don't know how many people are coming. I required means I required my system to react based on the users are coming, right?
Yeah.
So if the system is elastic, just like all the cloud providers, it will able to handle that load, right?
Yeah.
So that's why. And this last line, that I am saying that it is not practical to use where persistent resource is required, right? Just like in this case, even after getting the unpopular, suppose it is still get some users, it increases its user. Now it requires 2 machines. So for that 2 machine, I have to manually provision that. Now I require 2 machines to that. So it will at least follow the minimum workload. You can take the example of Deepavali, just like I gave you example of sale, right? I already know that on Deepavali there will be an increased workload on my system, right? On any festival sale is there, right? So I should always go for the manual scaling there in case of predictable workload, just like I said in the scalable term. If you can predict the workload, just like I can predict on the festival sale, I will definitely get more workload on my system.
Yes. If it is predictable,
Yeah.
more workload.
Yeah, just like on the festival sale, I can predict that definitely traffic will come to my Flipkart website or Amazon website, right? Definitely more people will come to me than generally, right? So then I have to do this manual increasing, decreasing. For that, my system should be scalable, okay?
Yeah.
And but here in this case, where I don't know which video will went to got viral. So yes. So in this case, my system should be elastic enough. So it can automatically detect and do that, because I do here the workload is not predictable, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you understand the difference between why we need elasticity as well as scalability both.
Yes.
Yeah. So now let's see the difference between them. So as I already told, the elasticity is always done automatically to meet the sudden burst. Okay. And the scalability is for the predictable and the planned work.
Planned work.
Yeah. Means we already know that we are going to upload an high computing power application. Then we require more compute power, right?
Yeah.
So for that we have to manually do that, and for that I need my system to be scalable enough.
Yeah.